Welcome to ICF ACC practice questions. The exam does not reward memory. It values judgment. Here is your chance to sharpen yours. Here is your question. A client arrives to a session visibly upset and says, "I had the worst week of my life. I don't even know why I'm here today." What is the most effective coaching response? Option A. Suggest rescheduling the session for when the client is in a better headspace to do meaningful coaching work. Option B. Remind the client of the goals they set at the start of the engagement and ask which one they want to focus on today. Option C. Encourage the client to set the difficult week aside so they can make productive use of the session time together. Option D. Acknowledge what the client has shared and invite them to say more about what they are carrying into the session today. Pause now if you need more time. The correct answer is D. If you picked B, you are not alone. Staying on the agenda feels like good coaching structure. But the ICF has a very different view of what this moment calls for. Here is the breakdown. Let's deep dive. Option A is incorrect. Suggesting a reschedule sounds considerate. But the client showed up. That matters. Sending them away when they are most vulnerable is not coaching presence. It is avoidance dressed up as thoughtfulness. Option B is incorrect. The agenda exists to serve the client, not the other way around. When a client walks in carrying something this significant, returning immediately to previously set goals signals that the coach values the plan more than the person in front of them. Option C is the subtle trap. Asking the client to set aside their week sounds efficient and solution-focused. But it tells the client that what they brought does not belong here. That is the opposite of psychological safety. The data point on a difficult week is not an obstacle. It is the session. Option D is correct. ICF Competency 5 or maintains presence. Requires the coach to be fully conscious and available to what the client brings, not just what was planned. ICF Competency 4, which cultivates trust and safety, requires the coach to hold space for the client's full experience. Acknowledging what the client has shared and inviting them to say more does both. It meets the client exactly where they are and lets them lead from there. That is what the exam is really testing. Whether you have the judgment to stay with the client when the session does not go as planned. If you want to practice this kind of judgment across 240 questions, Eureka Engine's ICF ACC mock exam series is on Udemy for you. Link in the description. See you in the next one.